The Focus is gone. The Fiesta is gone. So what's Ford gonna do next? They're gonna build a performance SUV? Interesting. So with the recent events of Ford killing off their cars, they decided to announce the Ford Edge ST. And with that, I was fortunate enough to get invited out by Ford Performance to the beautiful city of Park City, Utah to do some testing with them and give my thoughts on the Ford Edge ST. So let's go back to Park City, Utah and hop in the driver's seat. Hi everyone, this is the video you've all been waiting for. Not really, probably not. But at the same time, I'm actually excited because I've got some seat time in this car. Not a lot of people know much about it, including myself. But when I had the opportunity to come out to Park City and drive for Ford Performance, the Ford Edge ST, I was too curious. Ford Edge ST. Let's talk about a little bit of backstory about the ST program because this is where things get a little muddy. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, even though Ford brought me out here, I love you Ford Performance, basically say what the perspectives of everybody is right now in the ST community, for the most part. I can't speak for everybody, but I'll speak for myself. Essentially, Focus ST comes out, everybody goes, holy crap, we got a really cool hot hatch from America. Fiesta ST comes out, holy crap, we got another cool hot hatch from America. Ford RS comes out, pretty freaking awesome car to drive if you enjoy it. But then Ford announced they had to stop making cars as a business decision, not because they weren't passionate about them. They were passionate about them, but things happen, financial things happen. So Ford cut the cord to the Taurus, the Fusion, the Fiesta, and the Focus. So it's pretty wild, only in North America though. However, this is the Ford Edge ST. It uses a 2.7 liter V6 twin turbo, and it's very similar to the Ford Fusion Sport, which is kind of a car that not a lot of people knew about, made over 300 horsepower in all-wheel drive. The Ford Edge ST has similar motor. It's all-wheel drive. It's pretty spacious and pretty big. Now, Ford Performance explained to me their goal is if you start having kids, start having a family, and you want to kind of compromise, have a car you can have fun at an autocross while also getting groceries and everything else, this is kind of the perfect equal medium for you. If that's the stage in life you're in, it's hard to complain about this car. It's turbocharged, it's fun, it makes a pretty solid sound, and the transmission is pretty great. But sometimes you get a little bit of rev hang, which I'm not sure if it's on purpose or not. I'm sure I'm wrong, and the engineers know way more than me. But what I'm thinking is that in sport mode, it rev hangs to kind of keep you in boost, almost as like a anti-lag. That's me predicting, and I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm just saying that's what I kind of think it is. I also want to say that the performance consistency of this vehicle is amazing. What I mean by that is we hot lapped the Edge ST at Autocross like really bad. I'm talking like 30-second brakes. You smelled the brakes, you smelled everything, the fluids, and it just took it like a champ, like one after another. So when it comes to that, Ford Performance did a very good job with the cooling system and the brake fade and everything along those lines. And I am going to get on it because that's what I do. Brake, yep, brakes are good. Thing is so grippy. Dude, all-wheel drive is just, this all-wheel drive is freaking awesome. If I was in the Focus ST, I'd be sliding around a little bit for sure. Ride in this car is way less harsh than say a Focus RS, but the handling is surprising because I just did the autocross course, and it was actually a very challenging autocross course because they wanted to prove that you could have fun and also carry a lot of cargo, so we had to put a bunch of boxes in the back during our autocross run.
Nice. He's been hard, man.
So with that, you can fit a lot in this car, and compared to say the first generation Edge, it's so much better. Like in every way, the interior's better. It feels familiar, which is good, like an ST. But there's little tiny features that help with the car as well. It's cool, if you look at the Ford badge just right, you'll see the front camera. And it has front sensors for parking, so it helps you out in tight spaces. And they have a rear camera, you have all that good stuff. So, oh, it also parallel parks for you, which for dummies like me are terrible at parallel parking, it's a dream.
So it's cool seeing the steering wheel spin around. You also notice the front of the car comes pretty close to the car in front of us. And that's okay. We have sensors that detect proximity to the neighboring objects. Lift off at the dumpster and let it coast right in. There's your warning. And your brake. So you can put your foot on the brake. So sometimes it's hard to trust the vehicle the first time you do it.
It's not like a lot of other cars that I've reviewed that say they have parallel park assist and the car just sits there and does nothing, and it's like, okay, park, are you gonna do it or what? This did it literally instantly. It was pretty impressive. The materials inside the interior are good, except the center console. That's it. In the center dash where the GPS and nav is, there's just a little bit of hard plastic. That's it. Everywhere else is soft. There's nice white stitching in this interior. Everything else is great. The seats, I think they really nailed as well, because caros weren't for everyone in the other cars, because big, small, little, tall, small, whatever. It wasn't for everybody. For me, it was fine. I'm a little dude. These, they kind of met in the middle. I'm definitely bolstered. I'm definitely not getting thrown around. I don't even think about it. I don't even have to hold on to the wheel to keep myself in place, and that is where it shines. It also has dual exhaust out the back. I'm not sure how I feel about the exhaust tips, but hey, dual exhaust is dual exhaust. Paddle shifters are decent, but I actually recommend driving this in full auto. It seems like it's a little bit quicker that way, and it's more enjoyable that way. My favorite quote so far about this car is, "Oh, David, you're driving a clean Xbox with a turbo on it." Well, you know what? It's pretty cool. I love the Vista roof above me. This opens, like it goes all the way back to that bar. So you have this beautiful vista of all these colors in Park City right now. We are driving this car in the perfect place, no doubt about it. It's perfect as well because it's all-wheel drive. See how it kind of hangs the revs real good right there? All right, hold on to your butt. Excuse me. Woo! All right, brakes are actually very good. The ST lineup has always had very touchy brakes, which at first you go, ooh, man, I'm just gonna keep yanking myself forward by accident, but once you got seat time, you're used to it, you appreciate the touchiness because they work on a dime. Also, while I'm stopped, the gauges, they're not like the STRS line, they're much more like the Fusion Sport, but the Edge also has a lot of really nifty features too. You can also get the collision assist to where within a foot, your car will stop from you being distracted and ramming into the car in front of you. It has adaptive cruise control to where if you're in traffic as well, you can just sit there, not even touch the pedals, and it'll crawl forward for you, keep driving. Has lane assist, and it'll keep you in your lane if you're being stupid. See a little bit of the rev hang, but I can kind of see if you're going around a mountain road, it just keeps you in the revs. Could you daily drive this car? Obviously, yes, you could. It's great. But one other thing I noticed is my buddy Carl, who is 6'5", has trouble sitting in this thing because his head hits the roof. I guess if you're not 6'5", then you're just fine. But if you were to drive a Focus ST / whatever ST, and then got in this, it really wouldn't feel like that big of a departure, which sounds weird. It sounds weird because it has so much more mass, it has so much more weight, so much more everything. They've reduced a lot of the weight. They didn't put a lot of bells and whistles on the outside, and so therefore the car is faster. With 300 plus horsepower in this thing, it thing rips. It's pretty quick, I'm not gonna lie, especially with this V6 EcoBoost. Is it a shame that the Focus and the Fiesta are gone? Yes. Now, a lot of people are gonna be like, how can you substitute those cars with an SUV? You know what? I understand. I understand your plea, but at least Ford made something that's different. They're trying something new, and look at every other company right now. If you point at Ford and say, why are you building that performance SUV? Look at every other company. Lamborghini built the Urus, Porsche has the Cayenne and the Macan, Jaguar has the F-Pace, Bentley has the Bentayga. Like, all these people have SUVs now. You wanna know why? Because it saves their company. Because normal people need space. Us car people usually don't. The thing is, this meets in the middle. You can get on it, have fun, have boost noises, go choo-choo. You can get all of that. You have all this great stuff. And I get it. I get why they're doing it, because it's also kind of an experiment if you think about it, because they want to see if people will buy a performance SUV. And at this price point, it's not as much as the Macan and all the other SUVs I listed. And you're getting similar performance. When it comes to that, I totally get why they're doing it. At first, you see it on paper, the Ford Edge ST question mark? Like, that's what you read. But then when you get in it, at first you're like, I don't know. But the more you drive it, the more you get it. Well, on that note, guys, I need to know what you guys think, because this is probably the most polarizing car I've ever reviewed on my channel. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Goodbye. You want to clean Ninja Bay indoor exhaust tips? Here, use this. Spray on, let sit 45 seconds to 1 minute. Wipe down. If you want to support this channel while also cleaning your car with the best stuff around, make sure to head over to www.pattersoncarcare.com. Made by car dudes, for car dudes.